Hey all, good morning. Like I said yesterday, you would have watched the match. Sunrisers Hyderabad, like usually, are given a flat, bouncy track wicket. Also, like I said, their bowling was very good compared to Punjab because you would have in the first innings how Punjab bowled, except it went the trail. Also, as I said, you shouldn't drop any catches because drop catches would cost you a match. Punjab has dropped more than three catches, and if you see in the second innings, SRH capitalized each and every moment. They didn't drop even a single catch. They fielded well. Also, like I said, they bowled really well. That's why in the first innings, I told you, even though second batting favors, if you score good score and use the conditions and ground dimensions well and bowl accordingly, you can win the match. Similarly, the same thing happened with our SRH also. They did the basics right, they did everything well, and in the end, they won the match comfortably. So it was a good match and they climbed to the top position. Now coming on to today's match. This is between the Royal Challengers Bangalore and Lucknow Super Giants, and this match it is going to be played in Lucknow, which is Ekana Stadium. This ground is also a pretty decent ground, not like a very big huge boundary or very slow, very small. I'm sorry. This is a decent, like the boundary would be around 68 to 70 meters, and the ground dimensions is also very well. And we should see, since it's summer, whether that you would come or not. But if you compare the previous match here, which was played between the Lucknow Super Giants and KKR, where you would have seen the score was 160 to 165, which is below or above average score. Also, that match went till the super over, and ideally KKR won it. So, comparing these conditions, what I would feel like, the pitch here is, they have two types of pitch. One is the red soil and the black soil. So considering the RCB's batting lineup and bowling, I hope they would mostly prefer the slow two pace wicket, which is the ideal a black soil wicket. Also the average score here is 160. So considering this, whichever team maybe toss won't be a matter because the first inning score is also 160, second innings is 165. So toss won't be playing a crucial part here. So whichever team win the toss, they should bat well, use the conditions and dimensions well, target the exact bowler whoever they want to, don't panic. If they follow the basics properly, and if they get to a score anything between 175 to 190, this would be ideal winning score. Because if you see in this pitch, first inning score, second inning score, that won't make any difference here. Ideally do the basics well, bowl well, use the conditions, and you could win the match. And also if you consider here the batting first or batting second, that won't make any changes. So bowl or bat well accordingly, use the phases well, like the power play phase you use it well, after post power play, the middle overs and finishing. So here what I would say, like in the first power play, whether you're batting first, try to score at least minimum of 45 to 55 runs with the loss of wicket. And next comes the 4 overs, which is like a small accelerator part. There you try to score like 35 to 38 runs. So at the end of 10 overs, you would be ending up with 78 for 1 or 85 for 2. Post that, just increase your 100 by scoring 8 runs for over in 11 to 15 overs, where you will be ending in 125 to 130 score. And in the last 5 overs, if you try to manage something around 55 to 60 runs, you would end up with 180, which is ideally a good winning score if you have a good bowling lineup to restrict the oppositions. Bowling lineup, when I say, I think RCB or LSG in this pitch, pace bowlers and spin bowlers both have very even conditions only, because it's not like pace bowlers are having upper and slow bowlers are having lower end. Both of them have even chances. But since it's a two pace wicket, pace bowlers will be having a tiny edge. So if you see RCB as Hazelwood, they have Jacob Duffy, they have Bhuvneshwar Kumar. All three are in very good form and they're bowling really well. Where you compare on the other side, Prince Yadav from LSG is bowling really good. He is a good find for LSG. Apart from Prince Yadav, Mohammad Shami, if you see, Mohammad Shami is a test match bowler where he totally relies on the swing and the seam position, bowling upright seam on the pitches. So in the power play, Shami can trouble the batsman. But when the power play is over and a new ball loses his strength, Shami, as it is bowler, he doesn't have any variations. He's not bowling his Yorkers regularly. he mostly relies on a seam position and slower deliveries also, which are most effective. So Shami, I think they should use him in the power play. Also Avesh Khan was very good in previous season, but in this season, if you see, he's trying to bowling fuller and also slower balls. He's not hitting the right length, and the length in the sense I mean to say the length which hits off from the 6 meters or 4 meter length. He is not hitting those lengths, or he is trying to mix up everything in his bowling lineup. So Avish is also a letdown, and apart from him, Mohsin Khan is bowling okay somewhat, but compared to RCB, LSG pace bowling lineup seems to be a concern. And also, they may bring Mayank Yadav as a backup in this match or an impact sub in order to strengthen the pace bowling. Spin bowling, when you come, they have Digvesh Rathy. He would be an ideal pick for this match. Apart from Digvesh Rathy, they have Siddharth Manimaran, who is a good left armer, but he is also bowling too quick, like in the speeds of 90 plus. So in this pitch, most spinners, they should try to toss the ball up to the batsman instead of bowling quicker deliveries or the flatter ones. Try to toss the ball, because as I said, this ground is somewhat big. So whenever you toss the ball to the batsman when you're bowling from end where the side boundaries are big, at that times you are inviting a batsman to go for a hit, and may mistime those shots and it would end up either catch or something. So these things they should keep in thing. Also, one more point in RCB team, Patidar is a good player of spin, as you all know. Apart from Patidar, there is no one like other than Patidar who can hit the spin well. But in this case, also Patidar, he tries to hit the ball from the crease. Like if you see, he don't play sweep shots that much, like reverse sweep or lap scope. He tries to hit the ball from the crease. So this LSG should make a note of it and use the as his weakness and try to make him play a sweep shot by going over the square leg or with wicket, and they can find a wicket of Patidar. So the teams, ideally, but since Philip Salt or Jacob Battle, there will be a toss between these two players. Ideally, RCB will go for Jacob Battle, but in this case, they may go this way also. They can open with Virat Kohli, Devdutt Padikkal, followed by number 3, they can bring Venkatesh Iyer and Rajat Patidar at number 4. Number 5, they can bring Jitesh Sharma. Number 6, Tim David. Number 7, Romario Chappell. Number 8, Kumral Pandya. After that, J.S. Hazelwood, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Jacob Duffy. Packs up maybe Suyash Sharma. Whereas from LSG, the top 4, it is ideally relying on their foreign batsmen like Aiden Markram, Mitchell Marsh, Nicholas Pooran, and Josh Inglis. So I would want the LSG to open with Aiden Markram and Mitchell Marsh, followed by number 3 Nicholas Pooran, because last match you would have seen Nicholas Pooran has come into touch. He has found his form, I can say, but not sure. We need to see these 2 matches against this RCB and the CSK form match, how he is going to perform. So Aiden Markram, Mitchell Marsh. Number 3 will be Nicholas Pooran. After Nicholas Pooran, Josh English should come. So Rishabh Pant form is also a bit concerned, like he is keep on shifting his position. But for this match, I particularly say like Josh English should be at number 4. After that, Rishabh Pant, followed by Ayush Badoni, Mukul Choudhury, Mohammad Shami, Avesh Khan, Mohsin Khan, and Digvesh Shetty. So the impact sub will be either Himmat Singh or Siddhartha Manimaran. After going through this, anyone would say like this match had RCB as edge, since RCB is a very big team. They are playing a good cricket. I totally agree, but comparing to today's condition, if you see, LSG can upset RCB if they do their basics well, like bowling well, batting well, everything. If they do, they can upset RCB. But apart from that, if you see, I feel like RCB may win this match. Let's see what happens today.